All right, next we have the hinge stretch. Coming off the wall, which was one leg at a time, we have the hinge stretch now, which is two legs. If I was laying on my back, you can see this would be like having two legs up. So we were doing it with one leg up on the ground there. Now it's two legs up. But this is called a hinge stretch because we're going right after this hinge here, these creases. These creases where my leg and body meet. I'm folding in these creases. Minimal knee and ankle, lots at the hip. So creasing at the hip here. So the hinge stretch is pretty much the go-to stretch. I mean, this can be done anywhere, anytime. You can find stuff this high to do this on anywhere. I could do it if it was a little higher or a little lower. Doesn't really matter. But right about here. So the hinge stretch goes back and forth between the top or extended position at the top of, say, a swing or a deadlift or any lift, and then the bottom position of a deadlift. A deadlift would be here, swing would be back here, right? Do you see these? So this gives you a way to practice this posture, the hinge posture. So a few particulars here. When I'm setting up here, I'm thinking, first of all, letting these flex enough that I can stick my tail up. I don't want to be rounded out here this way. This is not what we're after. We're after this tail lifted. You can see it actually lifts the back of my pants up here. Lifts. Right? So we're after lifting through there, tail up, and then in the top here, it's head up, chest out, springy energy. So it's not a fast bounce, it's just springy. We're about to lift heavy things, so we want to be spring-like. I can pry a little bit left and right here, just prying around. And I'll use the word prying a lot. Picture prying a post out of the ground. You're just sort of working it back and forth, left, right. So that would be the bottom in there. Coming to the top here, there's a strong spot in your palm, right at the base of your palm on the pinky side. That's the place I'm pushing through here. We're going to talk about that spot throughout. Here's our first chance to feel it. The base of your palm on the pinky side, pressing away, anti-shrug. That's shrug, anti-shrug, shrug, anti-shrug. So I'm anti-shrugging. I'm reaching back through my heels, squeezing my quads really tight and squeezing my butt really tight to push forward. So it's like a tug of war going on here. These are pushing there. This is pushing here. So hips forward, and then long spine, up and around, tall from here, tall. So back to the back here, springy energy, pry, head up, chest out. Come to this end, reach back through my heels, squeeze my quads, squeeze my butt, push away, strong spot, long spine. And then you just work this back and forth. This can be used a lot of different ways, but often is best. Back and forth, prying. And at this end, you can look over your shoulders a little prying this way. But this is your hinge stretch. Enjoy.